here comes the problem. How do we execute? How do we execute well? Well, a lot of us do it well. Some of us, though, don't do it consistently, so the key is consistency. So to solve this problem, to strengthen execution, what I want you to think about, what I want us to consider are two principles, leveraging two principles. The first of these two principles is going to be about making sure that we execute in 2-week blocks. So say we just completed our strategy, had a wonderful time, we have a pizza party, everybody's happy. Next thing I need to do with my team is figure out in the next 2 weeks who's going to do what by when. There's the specificity. There's the detail. And then what I do is make sure that when 1 week is complete, we add a week. So we're chunking this because that will give us the nimbleness, that will give us the agility, that will give us the flexibility to be able to get results. And that's what it's all about. And the second principle that we want to work with, that we want to customize, is as leaders, we want to shine the spotlight on performance and non-performance. And so what I simply want to do during meetings, whether it's staff meetings or by monthly meetings, I simply want to ask people how they did with these 2-week chunks. And if they did a good job, great. But if not, I want to say, well, why didn't you come to me ahead of time? Let me know you couldn't do this. I mean, that's responsible accountability. Wouldn't you agree?
Hi, I'm Ray Perry, founder and president of SkillTrack. And I got to tell you, my professional passion is helping other people to become the best possible version of themselves, both on the job and off. Drawing from a strong background in leadership and management, I've been truly honored in the last 20 plus years to be invited by some of America's industry-leading organizations to help increase and strengthen their performance, morale, and retention with their teams. In fact, I'm well into my second decade with some of my clients at being an important go-to resource when it comes to their leadership and professional development needs. My mission for every presentation I deliver is simply to accomplish two very important objectives. The first objective is this: to deliver a presentation consistently that is going to be a very engaging, interactive, and enjoyable experience for the attendees. Now, my second objective is during the session to make sure that participants are able to figure out how they're going to take what they've learned and apply it back on the job, given all the obstacles that will get in the way of doing just that. You see, experience has taught me, and I'm convinced that what is most valuable about any professional development event is not whether or not that session received great reviews from participants, although that's important for sure. What is most valuable, and see if you agree with what I'm about to say, is whether or not people attending that session were equipped with being able to take what they've learned and use it back on the job. Ultimately, that's what matters most, right? Because otherwise, that session for those participants will have been a waste of time. And sadly, that session would have been a waste of money for the organization. Now, does this approach work? Well, I'm happy to report that my clients will tell you that the results speak for themselves. And I'll admit that what I'm heartened by is when people come up to me after a presentation is over, whether that's an in-person presentation or a virtual presentation, and they say, you know what, that was the most inspirational, the most useful, the most worthwhile presentation that I've ever attended. But what I really enjoy the most is when I hear from people 6 months later, a year later, and they say, you know what, that presentation on that topic transformed my life. So I'd like to invite you to join the tens of thousands of C-suite executives and partners, directors, managers, and supervisors, professionals and associates who have been inspired and motivated by my approach to professional development. And I would welcome the opportunity to work with your organization. I hope to see you soon.
One, two, 3 point.